You going in to see Sammy and Lee's this morning, no?
You calling me, Mr. Rogers?
No, I'm calling you Owen.
What was that?
You going to Aussie this morning?
I can't. I've got to go to West Kirby. I'm trying to close a few sales over there. I'll be in later, though.
Gives you a good feeling, no Louisa pulled through, doesn't it?
Yeah, help me sleep better.
So if you're not going to the hospital, do you want me to take Sammy's card in for you? Owen?
Sorry.
If you're not going to the hospital, do you want me to take Sammy's card into it?
No, you're all right. I'll take it in myself this afternoon. I made up things are looking better on a birthday.
Trials of life, oh. Not but a series of ups and downs.
You know when you read all those baby books and see all those programmes on the telly? Well, it's all, like, covered in a rosy glow, isn't it? I suppose being a dad's just the beginning.
Owen, what's on your mind, mate?
Well, it's just happened so quick, hasn't it? I mean, Sammy getting pregnant, getting married, the baby.
You and me, we're alike in lots of ways, you know. I mean, when I got married to Chrissy, well, she was pregnant. We struggled, got our home together. I know it didn't work out, but the thing is, I stuck with it. I was a good dad. I stood by my kids. And if you take my advice, Owen, you can do with your life what I've done with mine.
Hiya.
All right. Nice and early. Nice to see you as well. But I'm not sure whether Master Farnham should be breaking the ban.
You gonna check us out then?
Well, I am the duty manager. Seeing as I am the duty manager, make an executive decision.
He'll go mad.
Who will?
Ron.
Oh, I'll explain. I'll tell him I'm doing my bit for stamping out inter-class rivalry, you know?
Well, time too. I always thought it was a terrible sign to put up in the window.
Well done. Listen, how'd you fancy coming on a picnic with me and Thomas and your dinner hour?
I don't really know when my dinner hour is, and anyway, I'm going to church today.
Church?
Yeah, it's a holy day of obligation. I'm compelled to go.
I might like to go.
Well, we can talk about that, can't we?
Your kettle's boiler.
Don't you know?
You having a party?
No, Mick's running this Keep Your Kids Off School protest from his house against his will. And yesterday, the A's Night of House and Home. So we've come prepared. House full of kids.
You couldn't manage another one for about an hour, could you?
If you don't mind him getting dirty, I'm getting them all out in the garden.
Nah, I'll scrub him before Patricia gets up.
Okay.
Right, I'm off then.
Yeah, see ya.
What, you going?
Yeah, see you later.
See you. Nice day, then?
Yeah.
Oh, 174, please. Thank you. Oh, you change?
Just hang on a minute, love. Hello, love. I heard all about it. I read about it in the papers. Didn't believe a word of it. I said that lad would near to flee.
Julia.
I'm just going off to see what sort of stuff Jimmy Corkill's selling. And if there's one word said of maliciousness about you, I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Thanks.
Of course, you hear about all this sort of thing happening in America.
What sort of thing?
Well, things like your case. I mean, a man, not a very well-mannered man if you ask me, goes missing in circumstantial circumstances. And they accuse you of, well, disposing of him.
Gotta go, Julia.
All right, love. Keep your chin up. I've always thought the best thing is to talk about these things.
It's a bit embarrassed to me, Julia.
No, he'd never get embarrassed talking to me. I've known the lad on and off for years.
Well, I'll best be off anyway.
All right, love. Hey, and listen, don't let all the gossip about you and your priest friend bother you either.
Thanks, I won't.
Yeah,
Bye.
listen. Bye, love.
All right, Mons.
Hiya. Any more coming?
I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting anyone else apart from Angie Lambert's daughter.
At least your kids enjoy being off anyway.
Yeah. I'll have to think about doing some work with them, though, but it's going to be a long-term thing.
Just think about it, me. You've got money, work and a mortgage to think of.
Yeah, I know. At least I've got Ellis in and a few of on the account, though.
Is that sensible?
I've got to do something, Moss. Anyway, like I say, just teaching the kids now. You know, timetables, whatever. Get the encyclopedia out.
Rather you than me. I don't mind looking after kids. Oh, that reminds me. Margaret says it all right if Thomas comes around for an hour or so.
Yeah, why not? One more kid isn't going to overcrowd my new nursery, is it?
Oh, you're really disappointed about all this?
No. I didn't think anyone would keep their kids off. Anyway, they've probably kept them at home, you know, with this place being a bit out the way, like.
Yeah. Wish you'd picked less complaining parents.
What?
I just remembered one of the mothers didn't want her little precious to have the orange juice because of the additives and the E-numbers.
Right. I'll nip out and get some of the pure stuff in a minute.
Well, that's all right, I'll go. You should stay and greet more of the revolutionaries.
Unity is strength, eh?
Sinbad said it was chaos yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Though he was the cause of most of it, as usual.
What'd you expect?
Mind you, though, Moss, I think he was hiding something, you know. He seemed a bit distracted or something.
No, it's you. You've got too much on your plate.
Yeah, you may be right there, Moss.
Fine way to spend your birthday in Aussie.
Yeah, well, I should be coming home soon.
Oh, great. I'll check with the sister, see what they've got in mind.
Owen should be doing all that.
Now, that's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, well, I wish he'd never taken that job selling conservatories.
He's got to do something.
Yeah, well, it's already come between us and the birth of the baby. And he can only do short visits in the afternoon.
Sam, he's feeling the weight of being a parent. I mean, you both will. But he's got to be the provider.
He doesn't have to be. Now, if Owen can't get the sales and we're skint, well, then I'll just go back to work and he can look after the baby.
You can't do that to the man.
Dad, I'm serious. No, I'm not being stuck at home miserable because Owen can't earn. There's no problem. I'll be the breadwinner.
So is that all then?
Yes, thanks. I didn't realise you were working here.
Yeah, I'm just helping out for a couple of weeks, helping Ron.
Oh, I see.
It's £1.08, please. No school dinners for you then, eh?
No, thank you.
I always used to like school dinners myself, especially the puddings.
It's all changed now. Rock hard pizza and chips.
A friend of mine used to say chips are like white paint. They go with anything.
I better be going before I'm missed. Bye.
See you then.
Oh, hello, Barbara.
All right, what are you dressed up for?
Well, it's Corpus Christi. I thought I'd go along to Mass with you. That's if you're still going.
You're going?
Well, it is a holy day of obligation.
I'm just surprised that you're going, that's all.
I thought I might start going to church again. Someone in the family's got to keep the faith alive.
Well, Ron's just phoned from the wholesalers. He's going to be delayed a bit. So why don't you go on and I'll follow you later? I mean, there's no point in us both being late, is there?
Oh, all right. It'd be nice to go to church together again, won't it? Some of the children are taking their first Holy Communion today.
Great. You and I can put the clock back a few years and celebrate Corpus Christi together.
OK.
See ya.
He's alive.
So where is he?
You tell me. He was there 1 minute, and then I got marched out to Nick, and I haven't seen him since.
Where on earth has he been?
He's done it again, hasn't he?
What?
He had it all worked out. No one could touch me. Didn't matter what he said to me or what he charged me with. I had that Kent going mad. He was going round in circles. Then what happens? Up pops Barry Grant. Just in the nick of time, controlling my destiny yet once again.
What happened on the beach? All the blood on the Jeep and that, what happened?
Just leave it, eh? It's all over. I've got my justice.
Terry, I know what he did to Sue and Danny.
Do you know? Suppose you know as well.
Yeah. That's what I had to tell you, isn't it? That day on the beach. Terry, all this is too much for me, lad. I just want to find out what went on.
told you I would be on time.
The children look lovely. Do you remember my first communion?
Yeah, the church still looks like it could do with a lick of paint.
I'll tell you, face the front.
I don't know why you're so concerned for Barry all of a sudden.
Terry, I'm carrying Barry's child, and it should be clear why Matty needs to know.
When I got to the beach, I knew something was going to happen. I know him. He won't admit it, but I know him. Well, he waffled on about this and that, old times. And then he hit me with it. Sue and Danny. There and then. He did it. He was up the scaffolding. Said he tried to save them. An accident.
Do you believe that, Terry?
He let Curtis go down for it, knowing it was wrong. Then he gave me the shotgun and asked me to carry out my justice. He was right. Dead easy. One little squeeze and no more. But then I thought, no. No chance. That makes it too easy for him. It finishes it. And I didn't want it like that. I want him to live with the guilt, knowing he did it. It's just too easy for them, isn't it? He can go to confession. I want him to live with the guilt. You know all about Catholic guilt, don't you, Matty?
Terry.
Do you know what the real twist is? I can't get rid of him. Oh, he might be squirming with guilt, but he'll be back. I know Barry.
Oh, no, love. Hello, love. I saw Marsh at the shops before, and she said you've got a house full of unruly children that might need controlling. I thought I'd offer me support to your campaign.
Well, there's not that many children in, but come on, love.
Oh, I'm a bit bored at ours. Everybody's out.
Hiya.
Oh, no, Marcia.
Do you fancy a cuppa?
Please, love. I'm on water tablets, so I'm always parched. You've got it very nice here.
Yeah, it's small, but it suits us, you know.
No sign of the wife, then?
And no, we've agreed to disagree.
Can't say that I blame you. There's no point in living out a marriage with no point, I say.
Yeah, okay, you want to sit down, love?
So, what's this all about, then?
Well, you've probably heard that they're not going to rebuild Manor Park.
I blame the system. 2 world wars this country's been through, and for what? I'll tell you for what. For nothing. We fought for our freedom. And what do we get? We treat pensioners like muck.
But there are no pensioners in the school, though.
No, but these children are the pensioners of tomorrow.
She's got a point, you know, Mick. If they can't look after the young, what chance do the elderly stand?
My point
Dad,
exactly.
Johnny keeps on trying to throw the ball over the fence.
Well, tell her to behave, then.
Behave?
Hey, I said tell her, not shout at her.
Do they miss their mum?
No, they've got me around.
I suppose you'll be starting your own family once you and Sinbad get yourselves hitched.
Oh, well, I think we'll get settled together first.
That's it. Then get yourself pregnant and start a family. The sooner the better, though. You don't want to waste too much time. Not at your age.
Like I said, we'll get settled together first.
You don't think I put my foot in it, do you? No. You don't think she's already pregnant?
No.
Amen.
Body of Christ. 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 Body of Christ.
Amen.
Body of Christ.
Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, here you go, son. Go ahead.
More fame for you, Mick.
Hey? Des Shaw. I do the Nationals.
Nationals?
National newspapers. I sell reports here and there. I picked up your campaign story in the local press, but I think you could do with better publicity. Seems you're sticking your neck out.
Oh, nice one. Mick Johnson.
Oh, would you like a drink?
Coffee, please.
Okay.
Hello. Just play amongst yourselves, children.
Oh, sorry, this is Julia.
Brogan. I live across the close. I sort of moved to the community.
Oh, great.
Your grandson's a policeman.
Well, look, do you want to come in and sit down, eh? Hey, kids, you want to go and play outside, eh? There you go. That's it.
Right, if I can just ask Mr. Johnson a few questions about the campaign.
Fire away.
So, from what we know, there was an arson attack on the school. You've got 2 children there. They don't want to rebuild.
They won't rebuild.
Right, won't rebuild. And your children have got a trail right across town to another school.
Well, that's the upfront story.
Upfront?
We've been talking about this, and we just feel it's negligence on behalf of the council, don't we?
Do you want to come and help me make the coffee, Julia?
No, I wouldn't miss this for the world.
You were saying you didn't feel you were getting the full story.
I know, we're not getting it.
So, what's your information then? Look, let me put you at ease, Mick. I've been in this game for years, and every time we deal with bureaucracy, it's the same old story. You get fed a line to fob you off, and then behind your back, the real issue's being addressed.
What did I tell you? It's the system. A friend of mine applied for a new hearing aid 6 weeks ago, and she hasn't heard a dicky bird since.
I tell you what, if I can just interview Mr. Johnson first, I can get a few closing comments from your good self.
Oh, that's very nice of you, love.
If you're being given duff info, do you think it's got anything to do with the fact that you're black?
What's the colour of my skin got to do with it?
Well, looking at the piece already done on this, it seems that the Education Authority hardened their stance once you became campaign leader.
Well, they had to. I hardened my stance.
Yeah, but they went up a gear when you took over.
That's just coincidence.
Are you sure? A lot of these well-mannered people in high office often hold deeply rooted prejudices.
Well, I'm sure they do, but the person acting for this Education Authority happens to be black.
Is he?
She.
Oh, yeah. Marianne Dwyer. Used to be one of the more volatile educationalists in London.
Well, I don't know that much about her.
Sure.
Look, can I just say something here before we get sidetracked? You see, I don't want my kids going to a new school far away. I'm a single parent, and I just want the best for them. And it makes me mad to find out that the best thing that could have happened to Manor Park, as far as the authorities are concerned, was for it to get burnt down. Because then we find out that it was on the closing list anyway.
So you think it may have been an inside job?
No, it's just another one of those coincidences.
So, where did you get the information from?
Can't remember.
It might have been that Mrs. Harrison from across the close, number 9.
Julia.
We all forget, love. She's my next-door neighbour. She's deputy head of the seniors.
Harrison? Oh, yeah. And she gave you this information on the quiet, did she?
No, it wasn't her. But I can't tell you who it was.
You can trust my discretion.
I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you.
Well, that sort of information isn't normally given easily. So, whoever said it will be up to their necks in it if this gets out.
I didn't realise Dee Dee was going to be there.
Well, I don't think she realised that you were going to be there.
Derek! No word, please. In private. See you later.
See you.
Are you trying to embarrass me, bringing her to the church so she can flaunt herself all over you? Is anything sacred anymore?
Yes. My religion and Margaret, but there's no order of priority. I've got nothing to feel ashamed about. And although it may upset you, you just have to accept Margaret in the same way that she's just beginning to accept my religion.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and what a place to spend it.
Guess what?
I can't.
Hello there. Go on, guess.
I'm no good at guessing.
Well, guess who closed 2 sales today?
Oh, you didn't.
I did, in West Kirby. It was great. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was a bit twitchy after the first one because the boss has been leaning on me a bit. But it was brilliant. Everything went sound. And when I got them to sound on the dotted line...
Yeah, well, how much have we got?
700 quid. So, with the weather picking up, we can have that flashcard after all.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away. I mean, we need to find somewhere to live first.
I just feel so good, Sam. Any Sally coming home?
I'm going to see the doctor in the morning. Sam, how do I look?
Sound?
I'll get this extra weight off in no time, you see.
Listen, your weight is the least of our problems. The baby's getting better and the job's picking up.
But are you happy?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hello, Mrs. Harrison. I'm Des Short. I do articles for the odd paper and magazine.
Articles?
Yeah, I just wondered if you could give me a couple of minutes of your time to talk about the primary school, or the lack of it.
I don't really think I'm the right person to talk about that.
On the contrary, you're exactly the right person. Human interest's my angle, not just a report, but people's feelings on the matter.
My feelings are irrelevant, and I didn't make the decision on that.
But you did agree with the decision.
I'd rather not go into that.
Can I ask, did you know about the primary school's threatened closure before the fire?
Well,
So, do you think there was a conspiracy?
not at all. The police have arrested a youth and charged him with arson.
So you feel it was a coincidence?
Of course it was. I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe. Do you know Marianne Dwyer from the Education Authority?
Yes.
She really is abrasive, as they say.
I don't really know her that well.
But she seems to be behind this.
She does work for the authority.
And have you detected any personal involvement from her in this campaign?
Personal involvement?
Yeah, do you think there's any emotional link with anyone involved in the campaign?
What kind of a reporter are you? And who the hell gave you my address?
Are you really at loggerheads with your neighbour over this issue?
You've been talking to Mr. Johnson, haven't you?
Mr. Johnson was much more forthcoming.
Will you get out of my way, please?
How much are you really involved in all this? All right, Mrs. Harrison, if you're not going to speak, I'll take it you agree with all the accusations being made against you. Keep your eyes on the papers. Should make interesting reading.